Why do you think people find it hard to support?
People think that because it's gospel, it must be free. Because it's gospel, it must not cost a penny.
Because it's gospel, you shouldn't charge for a show.
And that's wrong, because even right now, a production of one song in the studio alone, like a basic production, will not cost you anything less than
Welcome back. This is Honestly Speaking, and Perez Musik is here. I'm so excited to have him. Welcome. How are you?
Hi, thank you.
You're looking nice. You look clean. You have some sort of like a pure aura, like a clean energy around you.
Interesting.
No. Honestly.
I think it's the Spirit of God. It's the grace and the mercies and the favor of
probably,
God,
but it's felt. So
amazing.
I have to say it. Yeah.
I'm humbled to hear that.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good. How are you two?
Media, I'm fine. No, having you here, talking to you, it's a blessing. No, it's a blessing.
I've been watching you on YouTube.
Really?
I'm like, okay, you're doing well. So
you think so?
Oh yes, you are. You're
Thank
really.
you. Because sometimes when I watch myself, I'm like, yeah.
Don't you? I don't even like listening to myself sometimes
Stop
after recording. Yeah.
What?
But yeah. Funny enough, I'm the same person who makes and master the songs. So I don't like it, but I have to.
You
so
have
sometimes
to.
We wake up, we do things not because we want to do them, but because we have to do them. So, yeah.
Right. And I think sometimes we're also very hard on ourselves.
I know, right?
It's hard to not be hard on yourself. But,
but if you're not hard on yourself too, you might end up being
giving
like
the bare minimum.
Yes, giving the bare minimum.
Right,
yes,
right,
exactly.
right. Okay, all right. Let's talk a little bit about you. You know,
right.
Where did you grow up? Where are you from? You know, I want to know you a little bit.
Okay, so my real name is actually Frank Tagoe.
Okay.
Yes, Perez Musik is more like a
ministry
name, like a stage name.
Right.
Yes, my real name is Frank Tagoe.
Okay.
A Ga, typical Ga.
Okay.
From Jamestown.
Okay.
Right. My mom is from Ekwapim, Kana, but even her Ekwapim is still mixed with some level of Ga. So I am like, let's say,
you're like 75%,
85%.
Okay, right.
Ghanaian,
right.
and I'm from Bisse in Jamestown.
Okay, then you're a hard guy.
That's where I'm from. Like that's where I'm from, but I've never really lived there.
Oh.
I grew up in Abusokai.
Oh, okay. You're an Accra baby.
Yeah, before it even became the spare parts that it is now.
Right.
It used to be a very beautiful residential area.
Right.
I mean, we still had like the hard guys at the other side, but we were.
I mean, I guess it's still a nice residential area, but right now it's known for the spare parts.
No, it's not as serene as it used to be anymore. I mean, maybe you can get the serenity maybe on a Sunday, but even that, it's still
not the
like
way
now even going there sometimes, unless it's for business or for a particular purpose, you hardly.
Okay.
But it's still a nice place. I mean, it's great that it has grown into a business center because it has employed a lot of the young people in the area, giving them jobs, giving them opportunities, and it's still cool. It's development.
Okay, so you grew up in Abosonkai.
Okay, so I went to New Hope School in Latavia Koshi. Then from there, I went to Infant Swim School.
Okay.
Where in Cape Coast. Then from there, I went to NAFTI.
Oh, I went to NAFTI too.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes, what did you study?
Film sound.
Okay.
And I fell in love with not just film sound, I fell in love with the whole production. I've always loved production. So I learned other things, lighting, camera, editing, directing, and after school too, I plugged myself in places where I got to explore the other aspects of the things that I was passionate about.
Right.
So I worked with Farmhouse before. I was an editor at Farmhouse.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so welcome back.
For some time, I worked at GH1.
Okay.
Recently, I was at TV3 for a while.
Okay.
I mean, I've been in the media. I've done.
Okay. With the big guys.
Even at Foresight, I worked at Foresight for a brief
really?
period
Me
of time.
too.
Oh, really?
What's happening?
I was there for like a brief moment. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So, at what point did singing?
Right, so
I've
always loved music,
right.
And I'm the type of person who believes that every human being has two sets of talents.
Right.
You have your major talent and your minor talent.
Right.
For a long time, I knew the ministry or the singing was my major talent. It's something that I was very passionate about. But I knew these other things too were things that if I learned and I developed myself in that aspect, it really helped to support my major talent. Because when it comes to music, until you prove yourself, nobody will believe in you. So
Right,
you have to set
right,
yourself up, serve people, learn,
right.
like, invest. It would take you some time. Because me, I was coming from a very humble background. My mommy no get some money, or my papi no get some money for somewhere
Yeah.
where, like, he's going to carry and say, you know what, I believe in your music. No, they did what they could for me, and I really appreciated that. But the rest was up to me. So I had to set myself up, like you're playing chess, hustle here small, hustle there small, you struggle here small.
Right.
But in the end, like, it will all come together. So we are still on the journey.
So did you ever used to sing at church? What
Yeah.
church do you attend?
I'm an ICGC member.
Okay, so you used to sing at church.
Yeah.
So that was you knew that you were good.
I was singing at church even when I was like a
kid.
like a kid, and I
Yeah.
stopped going to church for almost 10 years.
Oh, why?
From secondary school days to my days in NAFTI to my national service.
Why?
time.
Why?
It's not one of those things, I just got to a point where I felt like,
Life
it's time
was
for me to
lifing,
explore myself.
right,
No, it wasn't
right.
it wasn't an issue of a difficult life. It was
Right.
just an issue of me, as a young man, I had followed my mom to church. Everything was my mom. My mom says, do this. So I got to a point and I'm like, Charlie,
Is
I'm
this
a
something
man.
that I want to do?
Let me also feel
Yeah.
free. So for me, it was some form of a rebellion for me.
Right.
Yeah, I thought I was trying to be independent, but I was doing myself. Later
Yeah.
on, I realized that, Charlie, I might as well stayed in the church.
Yeah.
But it's all good. I mean, the experiences I also got in my time in the world
Yeah.
also helps me.
Right. So at what point did you release your first track?
2013?
2013. And what motivated that?
No,
How did that
you say
come?
my first track?
Like
Something that really...
under Perez, like the first song that you
Right,
really...
so that would be 2013.
Yes.
That would be 2013, yeah.
And would you say that was the one? Would you say that was the one that really put you out there and everybody just started getting into your music?
It was a very bad song.
Oh.
No, let me not say that it was a very bad song. I think that in terms of quality and standards, it wasn't even there.
Right.
But I really thank God that I was able to master courage. Because for a long time, I was just a producer in the studio.
Right.
I wasn't recording songs for myself.
Right.
I was recording for other people.
Right.
So that was the first song that I'm like, you know what? First gospel song, let me do this. I did it. It wasn't even good enough, but then I just heard the Spirit of God tell me that share the song with your friends.
do it.
Put it out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it's not good. It's a share. So when I shared it, the kind of response I got from it, I'm like, okay. Like everybody was like, yo, bro, this is not bad. But for me, it wasn't up to standard. Some of my bosses in the office, to the extent that one of my bosses took it and it was played on radio.
Oh.
And I'm like, this work is not even fully complete.
Yeah.
So,
But
okay,
I guess
then-
you didn't really see
See
the
it,
value
exactly,
of
you know.
it.
Like you were saying earlier, sometimes we're
Yeah.
too hard on ourselves.
Yes,
But,
yeah.
but it was good.
Right.
So me, I always tell people that, listen, don't wait to be perfect before you start. Start
Yeah.
anyway.
Right.
Anyway, anyhow.
Right.
Just because you don't know what will come out
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
And in your opinion, then, which one of your songs really made the mark? Which one really took you out there, broke
Well,
the bars?
I did two songs. One song was more like the foundation. They actually
Right.
set the foundation, and then the
Right.
other one sat on it as the house. So now we are putting decorations inside.
Right.
So that song was here. The first one was Blame Matessa. It was
Okay.
a Ghana song.
Okay.
And the second song was the song I released in 2022.
Okay.
Yes, 2022. Yes, Hey Walalala.
Okay.
And it's still in the trends. up
Right,
till now,
right,
but
right.
we still thank
So
God.
I mentioned earlier that you're a filmmaker, producer,
Right,
so
right.
and so. Do you intend on producing
Yeah.
any movies
Yeah,
anytime soon?
Not soon, but it's part of my plan.
Right.
One of my plans to actually produce very wholesome content.
Right.
Wholesome, family, good moral-based
Right.
content, Christian-based content
Right.
that can at least settle people.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I also mentioned that you are the founder and leader of the Rema City of
Right.
Worship. How did we get into that, and how did that
so
come
Rema
to
City
be?
is not a church.
Oh,
It's not a church yet.
okay.
Let me put.
Yes. So what is it now?
For now, it's more like that's like the name of my ministry.
Okay.
So the people I work with, like
Okay.
everybody, like. So if it
What
was,
is the
if it was
difference between a
corporation-
ministry and a church?
So a church is more like, let me say, a stationary, like a building. Like we
Right.
have regular services on
And everyone
Sundays
just
and
goes
everything.
there, yeah.
So we call that. But a ministry might not necessarily have a church building or might not be meeting regularly, but they are still into maybe evangelism.
Right.
Maybe they are into, like the way I am into music, you know, like where I'm spreading the gospel through the music. It's still some form of, it's still ministry.
Some form of
Yeah.
ministry, right? Okay, I understand it now. So, what motivated you to initiate that
You asked me
ministry?
where I went, where I go. Where do you church?
Me. So I was baptized when I was, but my dad is Italian, so I was baptized in a Catholic church, St. Joseph the Worker. But my mom is, she attends Christ Apostolic Church.
Right.
So we went to Christ Apostolic more often than
Not,
the other.
yeah.
Yes. So I don't. Sometimes I have to say I'm Catholic if I'm hanging with my dad and his people, and then sometimes I have to say
I know, I
I'm
can
CAC.
understand. But you need
So
to make a choice for yourself.
if evidently or eventually I have to,
Yeah.
and I do not know because I don't know. I love both sides. They're
Facts.
kind of similar. It's not like the same, but we both kind of pray to the same God, just maybe through.
I mean,
You
there might
understand?
be a slight difference in doctrine, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, it's a conversation for another day. A lot of people ask me myself, it's not something that I have a concrete answer on. Like
We'll get there. We'll definitely
hopefully,
get there.
yeah, hopefully
We'll
I
definitely
will.
get there.
But yeah, I was asking, what motivated you to initiate the Rema City of worship?
So for me, like I said, as a young man, I felt like I never really had the examples that as a young man I would need to look up to or to look on to shape myself or to shape my
Right.
life. So the purpose of this ministry is it's been a struggle. It's not been easy, but we are doing it in the smallest way that we can.
Yeah.
It's to be able to, you know, be like a beacon of hope for young boys, especially find a way to inspire them, motivate them, and
Right.
let them understand that, listen, it is possible. Because in all honesty, society is not really set up to see boys really. It's difficult for boys.
It is very difficult.
And it's not a lie. I mean,
very, very difficult.
anybody can challenge it, but
Yeah.
it's not easy for boys.
Yeah.
So for me, that's where my true focus is, and that's one of the things that inspired me to.
Yeah.
So most of the people in my ministry, I mean, I have ladies, but I think there are more male,
Yeah.
more boys there
In
than
that,
yeah. And there are
right.
things that I'm planning to do with some secondary school and young people to see
Right.
how.
And how has it been so far since you initiated the?
Oh, it's been good. It's
Yeah.
been solid. There are people we've been a blessing to from afar. There are people we've been a
Right.
blessing to, like
Right.
in close proximity.
Right,
So
right.
regardless, we are moving.
Yeah.
We're
The
moving.
last question, and then we move to the next segment. I
Right.
saw on your Instagram that you're about to release a new song.
A new song, right?
Am I
yeah.
right?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so would you want to talk a little bit about that?
So yeah, I'm releasing the song on the 7th of June.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's featuring.
Pastor Isaiah.
Okay.
Pastor Isaiah
Right.
Ofusukoshi. Titled is Lord, You're Beautiful. I'm very confident it's going to be a
Yeah?
blessing to people.
I'm excited. I saw it and I was like, I'll ask you.
Oh, okay,
So I'll ask
interesting.
you about
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. Well, guys, this has been lovely. It's good to know you. We have to go on a quick break, and when we return, you answer the questions that your fans have sent you. Yeah.
Okay, I hope they are favorable questions.
Hopefully, we'll be right back.
Look, Mecca, baby. Yeah. Honestly speaking.
Welcome back. This is Honestly Speaking, and Perez Musik is here. We've had a good conversation so far. Hopefully, he keeps the same energy and he's honest and answers all the questions that you sent him. Honestly. Yeah, are you ready?
Am I?
Are you?
Even if you give me 1,000 years, I'll not be ready. So let's go.
Stop it. But you promised to answer honestly.
Oh, definitely, I
Are
will.
you sure?
I will.
Do you want to promise?
I promise.
Say, do like this.
I promise on my honor.
Yes.
To be faithful and loyal to
Uh-huh.
Ghana, my mother.
Yes.
I will.
Amen. In
Amen.
Jesus' name. All right. The first one, Ruby Asay from Adenta Commandos or Commandos.
I know Ruby.
Really?
She's one of the very prominent people in my ministry. She's always there.
She sent a question and she wants to
Interesting.
know what inspired you to become a gospel artist and a songwriter.
For me, at a point in my life, and even till now, is serving God is the only thing that makes sense to me. I feel like that is my essence. That is
Yeah.
what defines me as a person.
Right.
And that is what I would answer for. So that's where the inspiration comes from.
Yeah. I don't know why I have goosebumps. You see?
Yeah, I can
I
see.
don't know why I have goosebumps, but I have goosebumps. Ruby again wants to know who your ideal musician you want to collaborate with outside Ghana and why. I think there's supposed to be an is. Who is your
Oh,
ideal?
okay, okay.
Yes. Yes.
So for me, I listen wide. There are some that are gospel musicians. There are some that are not. Tachobet is one of the people that I really like.
Right.
I fed on his music for a very long time. I still
Right.
do. So I don't mind doing something with him in future.
Right, right.
Yes.
Okay. Matilda from Takrade is asking, with the rise of social media critics and music pundits, how do you handle criticism from fans or industry players?
That's a very beautiful question.
Yeah.
It's difficult sometimes. I mean, I've heard things about myself sometimes, or I've heard people criticize my work. And there have been days that it has gotten to me because sometimes we put in, when it comes to music, in fact, in everything that you do or create, you put in your soul, put in your
Right,
heart.
right.
So when somebody can just sit down in a second and try to rubbish it, it hurts. But I also understand that they have the right to do that.
Right.
But I decide how I want it to affect me. And if I would allow it to slow me down or no. So I have just made a choice that, you know what, I'm doing somebody's work, I'm doing God's work. So at the end of the day, my overall approval comes from him. So if you are not satisfied, well, that's your problem. But if the person whose work I'm doing says that, yo, put this out there, regardless, I'll do it.
Right, right, right. Fair enough. Matilda again wants to know, as a gospel artist, what motivates you to participate in music award shows? You know?
Even in heaven, there are crowns.
Yes.
Do you understand? Even in
Right.
heaven, we'll be given crowns.
Right.
And for me, I don't see anything wrong with awards. I know there are people who have their opinions and their thoughts about it, but I don't see. See, I was telling somebody that we are called into the world, right, to save the world. How else can we evangelize and speak to the people if we are not able to sit at the same table that they're sitting?
Right.
If we are not able to compete with them on the same level,
Right.
if we are not able to show them that, listen, we are actually the original source.
But every good thing deserves a reward. Even God rewards us for things
Exactly,
that we do.
exactly. So for me, I don't see anything. But then again, I also understand the people who do not want to get involved because we are
Yeah.
all not called to be
Right.
evangelists, or we are
Right.
not all called to have that kind of tenacity to be able to push through. And there are people that when they try to enter into the world, they might fall.
Right, right.
But there are people who can go into the world and stand.
Yeah.
I think that some of us, we have the capacity, so we don't
Why
mind.
not?
We'll go in there, compete. If we win, it's still it's a statement.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Yes.
Fair enough. Mavis says, in your
I know me a man,
experience...
kwa.
There's some from the guys. The next
Uh-huh.
one's Africa. Mavis says, in your experience, how have music awards shows impacted the growth of the Ghanaian gospel music?
It's a very dicey question.
Yeah.
I think.
In your opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think it has really helped. In fact, one of the things that has really helped is with the quality of our productions. You realize that gone were the days when there are gospel videos, they say that they're going to stand beside a flower and things.
Yeah.
But now when you see them, you can see the work. There's this friend Scott Evans. There's Kobe Sam, even Joe Metto, like those.
Yeah.
When you see the kind of quality of videos they produce, you realize that it's top notch.
Yeah.
You understand? It can compete with any other
Genre.
Yeah, and I believe that is the influence, or it's the like I said, it's the need to make a statement as children of God. So the awards have also helped change the mindset. My only issue is when it becomes the essence of what we do. Like you're doing it because you want to win an award.
And not because you
That would
want
be
to
wrong.
win souls.
That would be wrong.
Yeah.
That would be wrong.
Right, right. Fair enough. Paul from Sunyani is asking, what are some of the biggest challenges facing the movie industry, and how do you see them being overcome?
Movie industry.
Yes, I think
Or
maybe you
music.
wanted to say music
Because
industry.
even if it's movie, I cannot say it. I
Yeah,
can answer to
right.
the music because that's
Right.
where my
I think you
where I
meant
am.
to say
Yeah.
music. Yeah.
And I'll even narrow it down to the gospel industry.
Right.
Support. Support is the biggest problem because.
Why do you think people find it hard to support?
Because people think that because it's gospel, it must be free.
Ah,
Because it's gospel, it must not cost a penny.
because it's gospel, you shouldn't charge
You
for a
shouldn't-
show. You know?
And that's
Yeah.
wrong because even right now, a production of one song in the studio alone, like a basic production,
Right.
will not cost you anything less than 5,000 cedis.
Oh,
And that's like the
basic,
in
like,
terms of quality,
yeah.
like standard, get good players to come in. Even that safe, it might not even be enough. You're talking
Yeah.
between 5 to 8,000 cities if you want to have like proper people play on your record, get it properly mixed, mastered. Now people are mixing a mastering song for $200, just one song,
That's more than
$100.
2,000 CDs.
So imagine if you're producing a whole album, you finish, you have to do a video, and people
More
think that
times.
we do them because we want to show off. No, like I said, it's a statement. One song, like my Hewalala song, the number of testimonies I've received from it, from people being saved from committing suicide,
Oh.
from people battling with depression. Imagine if I had all these songs but in me, but because of lack of resources, I'm not able to
You're not
put it
able
down.
to, yeah.
And whoever it is doesn't get to hear it, and they
It doesn't get to touch the lives
the
that,
lives that
that it,
you know.
it could have.
Yeah. So for me, I would only say that, like when you see a gospel musician, hug him or her,
Yeah, Charlie.
and you're better. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
Guys, please do better. Please do better. Derek, another guy. Derek wants to know, comparing gospel music back then and now, which one feels more spiritual?
Oh, that's another good question.
Yeah. Ooh.
There's time for well, I don't want to say there's time for everything, but I mean every generation and what speaks to them. I know people say that now the new generation, they don't really do new songs, they just recycle the old.
Old ones.
The old songs are very powerful. So
Very.
if I should take an old record and put a new vibe to it to reach a different,
out to
a
a
new
newer
audience, I don't think
audience,
there's
why not?
anything
Yeah.
wrong with it.
Yeah.
Some of us, we are blessed, we are able to write our
Yeah.
own songs and put out there. But I don't think that somebody taking an old song and singing it, there's a problem with it.
Right.
And in terms of it being spiritual, I think if I'm to be very honest, like the way your show says,
Yeah.
I would say that the oldies, in terms of the level of spirituality that their song carried, it was heavier than some
Yeah.
of the songs now.
Why do you think so? Like, why do you feel like it? Because definitely there must be,
I can't tell.
you can't tell, but that's just how it
That's
seems.
how it just is. That's
Yeah.
how it's. And you know, a lot of people also see the gospel music as an avenue to make it in life, an avenue. For me, I would say that it is the intention behind the productions.
Yes.
It is the intention.
I feel like right now people see Christianity or religion or the church as a fast way to make money or ministry. That's how sometimes I feel like everybody's like, oh, me, they have to open a church. Oh.
There's
You
that
know?
part.
Or,
There's that part. And it's the same in every industry. Let's
Yeah.
not just limit it to the church.
Right.
Even with production houses, there are people doing very substandard productions because they think that that is what will open doors for them.
Right.
Even in terms of production of water that we drink, there are people producing very substandard water thinking that is the easy. So
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
Right.
Let's not just limit it to the church.
Right.
There are the charlatans and there are the real Christian ministers out there. It's in
Right.
every industry.
Right.
Do you understand? So for me, and for some funny reason, the money seems to be on the side of the people who are not really doing the work.
But isn't that Lucifer's job? I don't know. I was watching a TikTok recently on how the devil really like would give you everything good before they
Yeah.
take everything away
That's
from
what that's
you.
how, I mean.
Yeah.
That's his expertise, and you will
Yeah.
never see it coming.
Yeah. So you would think, oh, I'm living lavish, and then
Yeah.
the moment you step,
Sometimes I
Small.
always say that when you're going through life and there's no trouble, you need to check it.
yeah, yeah,
Something must kick you.
yeah, something.
If
something
things
must
are
happen.
going too well, and no, you need to step back and say, no, what is it?
What have I done?
Yeah, what is
Something
it, you know?
going on.
I'm not saying that you have to suffer forever, no,
Right.
but you have to find out. If
Right.
probably you're too comfortable, like you should always challenge yourself. So if
Right.
there's nothing challenging going on around you for a while,
Get
it
it.
should make you wonder small.
Get it. So to answer the question, you feel like the old ones.
For me, I
hold
think
more.
the oldies,
Right.
yeah.
Right. That's fair enough.
Even with foreign songs, I mean the Don Moines and the Ronkinolis.
It's true. It's true. Because I remember the gospel songs I used to listen to when I was young, even up until now. When I hear them, play them, it moves.
Do you realize that even the hymns of the old times,
Yeah.
like they still carry
Yeah.
some depth
Yeah.
compared to some of the songs that we release
But do
now.
we feel like in
And these hymns are
50
like
years,
100 years old. Oh.
Right. So in 50, 100 years down the lane, is that how some people are going to be speaking about our music now?
Probably. But
Probably.
I mean, You see, time is what do you call it? Time reveals.
Right.
So as time goes on, those songs that are not really weighty,
Yeah,
you realize
will
that they
just
all
die,
die.
yeah.
The real ones
Will
will live
hold.
through the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sam says, has the gospel industry evolved over the years?
Oh, definitely has. Like
Definitely.
I
Oh,
told you.
I think we can all tell. We can all tell from the flowers
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah, even the clothes that they wear.
And even with the way gospel musicians are handled now, it has gotten better.
Right.
It's not there yet, but it has gotten better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Next one. Francis from Sway Drew is asking, what's your take on secular artists competing with the gospel artists in an award category?
So sometimes we just need to take our time, right? So this year's TGMA
Right.
or the whole award scheme
Right.
is to award creatives.
Right.
You know? So it's just on the level of creativity. So if my work is good and Kim Promise's work is good and they feel like, okay, these two songs are at par, let's see what the people will say.
Right.
I don't think
Because
there's anything wrong with that.
I guess the fans even run across, like, maybe I can like your music, I can also like Kim Promise's music, and so why can't I vote for the one that I
Yeah,
feel
but even
like?
apart from that,
you know.
we Christians, we shouldn't be shy to enter into certain
Yeah.
places, enter into industries.
Yeah.
Listen, we are called to dominate. Bible says that creation earnestly awaits the manifestation, our manifestation, the manifestations of the sons of God. So it is important that we manifest, and there's no way you can manifest in your room. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Whichever industry you find yourself in an office, wherever, you need to make a mark. You need
Right.
to enter there and you know.
Yeah, and what would be more beautiful than you winning the award over every
Exactly.
other genre that was
Probably there are
was
young people out
nominated?
there who want to do music, but they think that gospel music there.
And
But
far,
probably
you know.
me winning an award or something, be like, oh, Charlie
Wow.
Perez has been able to do it. I could do this.
Yeah, over all these people and
Yeah,
all. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely, 100%. You're
Yeah.
right. Kobe is asking, how did you know music was your calling? I think we spoke
Yeah, we
about that
spoke
already. It's
about
not
that,
really, yeah. Elvis from Westland wants to know if you were to collaborate with any secular artist, who would it be and why?
I love Stonebwoy.
Stonebwoy.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Stonebwoy can really like. I feel like he's like a chameleon. He gives the best in any genre that
in terms
he
of like
sings.
purely creative production,
Right.
like of course the message of that production must be God, like not necessarily godly, but it must be very moral.
Right.
It mustn't. We are not going to talk about
Right.
booty and all those things.
Yeah.
So. But I like
It could be
Stonebwoy.
about life.
Yeah, life. It could be
Yeah.
about a national agenda.
Right.
You know, peace,
Right.
peace songs. But I like Stonebwoy because I like his creativity. But you know the funny thing, I'm
What?
an SM fan too.
Yeah, I mean you can love the both of them.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
We are not involved in their beef. We love
Of
all
course.
of them. If they want to be fighting, they should fight. we love
We are lovers
you.
of their
They say,
music,
yeah, we
yeah.
love
I
you.
mean,
people. Oh.
I would like to work with Stonebwoy because of his creativity,
Yeah.
his melodies, you know, and how he's able to, you know, ride. I mean, I always say that if I was a secular artist, probably I'll be doing things along that line.
That line, yeah. All right, last question, and then we move to the final segment. Elvis is asking, what's that one piece of advice you would give to the Gen Zs? Woohoo!
The best time for you to seek God is in your youth. So don't waste it. Don't waste it. You see
Yeah.
all these things, this partying, doing this, it's very exciting. We've done it before.
Yeah,
It's very exciting. It's nice.
yeah,
But you know, you get to an age and then you realize that no, bro, I wasted my time.
right, right,
And it will take a lot of effort for you to bounce back,
right.
or it will take a lot of effort for you to actually research yourself.
Yeah.
So whatever it is for me, seek God. Seek God first before you even
anything
seek your
else.
boyfriend and your
Yeah.
girlfriend. Seek God
Hey,
first.
wahala, hey. I mean, he is right. So I hope you heard him, and I believe he's answered all the questions honestly. I didn't really get any weird vibes. So yeah, this is how we come to this segment of the show. We're gonna go on a break. When we come back, you're in the rapid fire seats, answering all the rapid fire questions
Ish.
that your fan sent you.
You're making me sweat, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not me. You people don't be sending questions like that.
Look, better be. Yeah. Honestly speaking.
Welcome back. This is Honestly Speaking, and Perez Musik is here. We've been having a lovely time so far. We're about to have an even more lovelier, arrestest time. Yeah, are you ready for rapid fire? 10
I
solid
am.
questions.
I am.
It's a this or that answer. Would you rather A or B? Ba, 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 bo,
Okay.
ba.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. First one. Would you rather live without the internet or live in a low ventilated room?
Eh?
Would you rather live without internet or a room that air is not passing inside? Ventilation
No,
zero.
I like air.
So you
Yeah.
okay, all right. Okay. Would you rather football money or music money? If you are
Music.
speaking honestly.
Music.
Football money.
Music. I'm a musician. I'm content.
Hey,
I'm
you are,
content.
this is not honestly speaking.
My football money too, no bad.
Yeah, football money, like
Good player.
Cristiano Ronaldo
Yeah,
rich.
collecting it every week.
Stop it. Stop it. Anyways, would you rather see Ghana invest heavily in infrastructure development or see Ghana focus on social programs like education and healthcare?
For me, I'll take education or
And
healthcare.
healthcare, yeah, that could go a long way, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather Kelly or Bull
Oh, killing really.
Kelly why not Bull
Yeah, Charlie, me, I'm
There's
already
no
gaining.
spices
I'm already
and
gaining
things
weight. So
inside.
the
Kelly
flour. I need to know. I've cut some things. So
Okay, all right, fair enough. Would you rather write a soundtrack that tops the charts or direct a movie that wins an award?
you know, I would want to direct a movie that
That
wins an
wins an
award.
award. That would be
Because
something
the
new.
first one I've done it already.
Right, right. Okay. So hopefully we get to see that soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Okay, fingers crossed. Would you rather have a public proposal at church or a private romantic one?
Private.
Private?
Yes, please.
Yeah. You're a private person?
Very.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Me, if you propose to me in church there, I don't think it will happen. So don't go and do it. I'm telling you, whoever asks this question, don't do it. Moving on. Would you rather collaborate with Sarkodie in a song or have your film premiere at Cannes?
What?
Ooh. You know the Cannes Film
Yeah, the Cannes
Festival?
Film Festival. I'll choose Cannes.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Not to what's the word? Not to
It's an issue of preference,
Yeah,
right?
this one they have to choose. Not like Sarkodie is not like A1.
Sarkodie is an amazing artist.
He is the best
Yeah.
rapper
Yeah.
like out of Ghana,
Undisputed.
if I'm
So
being honest. Yeah.
kept his brand consistently. So
Yeah. Right. Would you rather have your music played at every church station or have a billboard in Times Square?
Church station.
Church station, because hey, the number of people that sit inside church on a daily
Times Square, they'll play and people will just pass.
And people will not
no
even
impact,
watch. They don't care.
No impact. Church
Yeah.
station. They used to play my song at the Medina Church station.
Yeah.
And almost every week I get a call, Charlie, they
Yeah.
play a song for it.
Yeah.
And they can play the song from morning to evening, one song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I prefer that.
Yeah, that's for the money. We give our money. Right? Would you rather win Artist of the Year or win Songwriter of the Year for a song that becomes a national anthem?
National anthem. Oh,
Yeah, a song that becomes national anthem.
Artist of the Year is
Artist of the
weightier.
Year. Right. Then Songwriter of the Year.
Songwriter
You
of the
wrote
Year
the
is very respectful, but
Artist of the Year carries
being an
more
Artist
weight.
of the Year carries more weight.
Okay, the very final one, and
Ish.
then I have to let you leave me. I'm so sad. Would you rather perform at a huge international music festival representing Ghana or headline a charity concert to give back to your local community?
I would do the international concert.
Yes.
Take the
Because,
money and come
do
and bless
that,
people
and you
down
can
here.
come and do that. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
So so that's a solid answer. Guys, I hope all your questions have been answered to your liking. I feel like he's been honest. I didn't perceive any lie anywhere, even though he was
You
trying
should
to
have
be
brought
smart.
a lie detector test.
Yeah,
So that when
probably.
you
Let's
lie,
do it.
beep, beep.
Guys, if you feel like we should be doing lie detector tests, comments in the comment section, and then we'll think about it. But thank you so much. Before I let you leave, is there anything that you want to share with the fans? Anything you're working on, or any message that you have for the fans?
I do. So like we already spoke about
Right.
my upcoming song.
Yes.
And also, like I said earlier, Charlie, whatever it is, just see God.
Yeah.
Just see God, because there's nothing that was made that never had a creator. So
Right.
you exist because somebody made you.
Yeah.
No matter whether you believe it or not, or no matter the theories out there,
There
that
is
is
a
the
great
truth.
architect of the whole
That is
universe.
the truth.
Yeah.
So seek God. And for me, I'm a Christian, so I'll tell you that seek God through Christ.
Right.
Says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. no one comes to the Father except by me or
Me,
through
yeah.
me. So, Charlie, seek God. It's a very beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful.
Yeah, and to add to that, I recently realized that TikTok, if you search for the right things, has so much to teach you.
Thank you.
Yeah. But trust me, if you search for the right things,
Right.
if like a Christian or even if you're Muslim, whatever religion it is that you believe in, I feel like TikTok sometimes has been tagged in in a bad light, but it's taught me so much about the Bible.
Really?
Yes, there's so much that I've seen. They've animated the stories in a way so it looks like I'm watching a movie, but it's animated and it's explained in a way that
Is
I
it the Bible
understand.
Project?
I don't. I think it's a Bible project.
Yeah, I know. I watch
think,
them on YouTube.
but they have a TikTok, so
Okay.
and then it will lead me to other pages that
Oh,
share the
right,
same
right,
things, and
right.
so I'm just trying to say that you can do more on TikTok
Than
with,
just-
with regards to religion and learning than just maybe doing all those other things. Right? And that's how we wrap up today's episode of Honestly Speaking. A very special thank you goes to Perez
Thank you for
Musik
having me. I
coming
appreciate
through. It's
it.
been lovely.
Thank you.
Special thank you also goes to La Palmera Beach Hotel and Afro Lounge for providing us with a space and drinks to conduct our interviews. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the link, and comment who you want to see next. Until next time, bye.